Hello everyone, I am RAKSHITH from Team Let's Learn. We have REHAN here who I'll be conducting mock interview for. He has recently cleared his Anglo-Eastern written. So we shall start, REHAN.
Yes, Rakshit. You can start now.
Okay. So first of all, give me an introduction of yourself.
Okay. Hi, Rakshit. So I'm Rehan. I'm born and brought up in the town named Uttan, which is in the Mirabai region of the Thane district. I have completed my schooling from Royal English High School, which is in Uttan. With I'm so sorry. Yes. Can we start it again?
No problem, you can continue.
All right. So, hi Rakshit. I'm Rehan, and I'm from Uttan. This village is in the Mirabai region of Thane district. I have completed my 10th standard from Royal English High School, which is in Uttan, and I completed my 10th with 80 percentage. Thereafter, I was very keen and interested in machines and technology. So, always aspiring to be a mechanical engineer, I decided to pursue my career as well in mechanical engineering, and I took admission in Praveen Padhi College, which is in Mira Bhander, and I completed my diploma in 2016 with 65% aggregate, and I completed my bachelor from King College, Palghar, with 71 percentage in 2022. I'm talking about my hobby. I'm interested in volunteering as a hobby every Sunday for the beach cleaning activities and some corporate social activities. And I also like playing volleyball, a street volleyball in my town. And in 2020, I got a chance to work in the operations department of but it was a COVID time, and this opportunity arrived. So I got a chance to work as a administrative assistant. Until now, I'm doing the job as I'm working from home.
Okay, Rehan. So Rehan, can
So,
you tell me why you want to join Merchant Navy?
yes, Rakshit. It was my family influence actually, and my keen interest towards machines and technology. I also wanted to be an engineer. And about merchant navy, I have one of my cousins in my family who is already a part of Anglo-Eastern. He's training as a third officer, and he was my like inspired me. He told me much more about this field and when he was doing it. And so from that's where I started building a keen interest towards merchant navy. And later on, when he joined Anglo-Eastern, when while working with it and while doing his course to Anglo-Eastern and working with Anglo-Eastern, he also told me about the company. So I decided that even I will join Anglo-Eastern for my merchant navy career. And that is the reason and I am uh, started my journey.
Okay, Rehan. Your technical, non-technical sounds good. So let us move to technical questions of Rishirana sir. So can you tell me the paths of centrifugal pump?
Yes, okay. So the parts of centrifugal pump are the suction pipe, which includes the strainer, which is a filter, and a feed check valve. Then there is a suction pipe, which is connected to a volute casing. We have a volute casing, which is from inside. If the diameter of the volute casing keeps on increasing towards its discharge point. Then we have an impeller, which is inside a volute casing connected with a shaft to a motor. And this shaft, on this shaft, we also have some couplings and bearings to hold the shaft, and we have sealings as the shaft passing through the casing. We have sealings. Sealings are of two types: mechanical sealings and gland packings. Then we have the discharge pipe, and a discharge valve.
Okay.
These both valves fitted in the centrifugal on the check valve.
Okay. So, can you tell me the safety devices of a boiler?
Safety devices of a boiler. Yes, the boiler is firstly consists of the safety valves, then the low safety valve, a fusible plug, or a low level indicator. Then we have a manhole. No, no, sorry. The safety device has uh, low water level indicator, low water level indicator, and there are safety valves, lower level or a sorry. This question I'm a bit fumbling, but I'll try once again. Uh, safety device, safety of a boiler consists of a safety valve, low water level indicator. Uh, then we have not able to remember it.
Okay, okay, Rehan, that's okay. So, you told about the fusible plug, right?
Yes,
Can you explain how the working of a fusible plug is?
yes. The fusible plug is actually connected at the top side of a boiler, where is water, and this is a device which is always inside the water. So, and whenever the water of a boiler goes down below the limit, below the set limit, which it should be always. If it goes down below that, the steam is exposed to the fusible plug. As the temperature of the steam is high, but then the water present in the boiler, the steam, there is a lead alloy inside a fusible plug, which when exposed to the steam, get melts and allows the water to come inside the boiler. This is how a fusible plug runs. So it basically to check maintain a safe water limit inside the boiler.
So, what happens if there is not a safe water level in the boiler? What do you think it leads to?
Yeah, it actually overheats the boiler, and it can also it is actually first of all waste for the fuel is burning and there is no water inside. So excess pressure will be created. Yeah, and that pressure is to also control the bursting of the boiler.
Okay, so
And
okay, okay. First recommendation that I would give is you should tell that the fusible plug is at the crown of the furnace. Okay, you told the top of the boiler. So top
at the
of the
crown of
boiler,
the
yeah, crown of the furnace,
now of the
or the top,
furnace.
okay,
Okay.
or the top of the furnace. Because if you say the top of the boiler, it can be the top of like literal top
Yeah,
of the boiler also. And
correct.
overheating, you can tell how bursting happens is because if the shells of the boiler is overheated, it will obviously melt, right?
Yeah,
So
actually,
yeah,
correct.
so that's how bursting occurs. So I think we can move on to
Okay.
the next question. Can you tell me parts of diesel engine?
Parts of a diesel engine. Okay. So we have the cylinder head. Then we have the cylinder head. Then we have piston block, and we have the crankcase. In the crankcase, we have the crankshaft, and which is connected to a piston, which is in a cylinder block, and the piston is the crank is connected to a piston through a connecting rod. We have bearings which connect the connecting rod on the shaft, crankshaft, and we have plug-in pin or piston pin which connects the uh, connecting rod to the piston. We have cylinder liner. We have which is inside a cylinder block, and then we have piston rings and the piston going above the engine in the cylinder head. We have the fuel injector, the scavenge valve, and the inlet valve and the exhaust valve. Then we have valve. Then we have springs.
Okay.
Then we have springs on the valve. We have rocker arm. We have push rod. Then we have the camshaft, which is connected to the crank. The camshaft is connected to the crank.
Can you tell me how the crankshaft and camshaft is connected?
Yeah. Uh, when it comes to talking about a two-stroke engine, the camshaft and the crankshaft have same speed. So this crankshaft can be directly connected to through gears. In some engines, there are the crankshaft are connected with a timing chain or a belt drive.
Okay, okay, understood. So, can you tell me how electricity is generated in ship?
Yeah, on the ship, the electricity is generated using the auxiliary engine, which are four-stroke diesel engine. These engines and alternator.
Okay,
The auxiliary engine is connected with the alternator to a shaft, and by when we burn the fuel, we run diesel engine, and there is how through alternator we produce electricity, which we some of we store under the battery and also we used other rest part of the ship.
okay,
Uh,
okay,
you allow me
Rehan.
to
You should elaborate the working
I
of an
should elaborate
alternator.
I should elaborate it like how
Uh,
the diesel engine is connected with the
Rehan,
alternator.
Rehan, your video is tilted again. Can you fix it?
So sorry, it was call actually. I am getting a call.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Now it's okay.
No, it's still tilted. Yeah, now it's okay. Can you resume your answer?
Okay. So I was talking about uh, which
Alternator.
alternator. So first of all, Rakshit, I just want to know should I whenever asked how the electricity is generated, should I start with when we have to convert the mechanical energy to electrical? We convert the
Yeah.
mechanical energy to electrical energy using post of petrol engine and an alternator.
See, I wouldn't tell that you can only tell four-stroke diesel engine. There are many other ways also. Like we use dams, we use wind energy. So many things can be used to to attain the mechanical energy. Many other sources are there, but alternator is a type of generator itself. You can even explain a generator, but the working of both are mostly same itself. So you should know the working of a generator and alternator. You should be able to explain it actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So I should focus on like when it on like the electricity is naturally produced by converting a mechanical to a electrical energy. We use mechanical energy to produce electrical energy.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. Okay, Rehan. So we'll move on to the next question. That is, can you explain me Bernoullis principle and its application?
Okay. Bernoulli principle states that the if a fluid flowing in a pipe, the fluid should incompressible fluid flowing in a pipe which is having a steady flow and without friction. If the total energy of the fluid inside a pipe will be energy, kinetic energy, and the potential energy will be constant. Sum of this the applications are this application is used Bernoulli to create a Venturi effect. Okay. So if we talk about the fresh water generator, which uses the method of Venturi effect, with a method of the Venturi effect through Bernoulli, which is based on the Bernoulli application.
Okay, so you explain freshwater generator. I would recommend you not to because you might get a cross questions regarding that. If you are fully confident enough to answer any cross questions regarding that, okay, you can give it, but there might be a chance that he might ask a cross questions regarding that. So,
Actually,
okay, we'll move on to the next question that is Archimedes principle.
okay. Archimedes principle states that if a body wholly or partially immersed in a liquid, it will feel an upward force. The magnitude of the upward force will be equal to the weight of the water displaced by the volume of the body.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the weight and yeah, this is the Archimedes principle.
Can you
So that identification also.
what application? I don't see him asking about that. So if it's good for any theorems that you have been asking, like Pascal or any other, to keep an application in mind. If you know an application, you can surely tell.
Okay, so the application of Archimedes principle, we can is used on our ships, through which the ship float on the sea, and yeah.
Can you explain about marine turbocharger?
Okay, so a marine turbocharger, which is uh, a marine turbocharger, we need to. I'm so sorry. Let me start once again. I don't know. I'm getting very nervous and fumbled. I should have given mock interviews. I think so 2 3 times so that
Yeah,
I should be
no
ready by
problem.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So working of a marine turbocharger. Uh, so to start.
You know, you need not stress actually. It is just a mock interview. You can be very friendly and casual with me. Just be ready for your main interview. No need to stress. Even if it's wrong, I will just correct you. No problem.
Okay. So first of all, we need our engines in the ships to work efficiently and uh, efficiently. Oh, fuck. No. So I don't know. This is the first time I'm giving a mock, and maybe I'm getting a.
Can you tell me what turbocharger is used for?
Hmm. So turbocharger is basically used for converting the exhaust energy coming from the exhaust
Ah,
gas
yeah. Okay.
to become air and uh, to compress to work the turbine.
Rehan. Hello, Rehan.
Hello, you can hear me?
Can you please take your background off? I think it's taking a bit of internet off. The blur effect, can you remove it?
Okay. Hello. Now it's better.
Yeah, now it's better. So, yeah, you're talking about turbocharger, right?
Yes. So a turbocharger is used in on the engine to increase the efficiency and the power of the engine.
Okay.
So a turbocharger uses the to exhaust gas to run the turbine, and this turbine is connected to a compressor on
Hmm.
the other side of the turbine, and this compressor takes the air from the engine room and compress it. So when the air compresses, the temperature of the air is also increases, and this high pressure air will it's sent from a turbocharger to a air cooler, which increases the temperature of the air and increases the density, helps in increasing the density. This air cooler is type of heat exchanger, and after coming out from the air cooler, the higher density, and this then enters into to the inlet, in the engine to the inlet, and gives us as the air is highly pressurized, so and high density, we get uh, better combustion,
Okay.
and the engine works efficiently and gives us more power.
Okay.
This is how air turbocharger.
Okay. I would definitely tell you to work on your answer. I know you are nervous because it's an interview, but please
Yeah.
make sure your answer are well structured at least. Okay. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
Can you tell
Yeah,
me about different type of entity testings?
Yes, the different types of entity testing. Entity testing are basically non-destructive testing methods, which we use to test the different parts and components or any specimen. Different types of entity methods are first of all a visual testing.
Okay.
Then we have red dye penetrating testing. We have magnetic particle testing. We have radiographic testing, and we have ultrasonic testing. Okay.
Okay, you said magnetic particle, right? Can you explain how magnetic particle testing works?
Yes. So magnetic particle testing, we can test any ferromagnetic parts, which through which we can pass the electric, make it magnet.
Okay.
Then there is a magnet which is a electromagnet connected to the specimen, and uh, we connect the electromagnet to the specimen, and which in turn create a magnetic uh, field on the specimen. And when this magnetic field is created, if we use uh, a magnetic powder, we use a special type of powder which we have to put on a specimen while testing it, so that wherever there is a leak, the powder will get attracted towards that leaking magnetic field from the specimen.
Okay.
And this is how the cracks are detected using a magnetic particle testing method.
Okay. Can you tell me about piston ring and its uses?
Yes. So piston rings are basically fitted on the crown of an engine, of a crown of a piston. There are basically two types of piston. There are two piston rings, or in some engines there are three piston rings, which the third includes the oil scraper. The basic use of the pistons are used to create a sealing between the combustion chamber and the crankcase, so that the combustible gas do not enter the crankcase. The second is the piston ring is used for uh, the piston ring is used to to the piston ring is used for better thermal conduction from the piston to the piston ring, and to the piston ring to the cylinder liner. For the third is the piston ring also piston ring. Okay, the piston ring is also used to create a thin lining of
Yeah.
oil between the cylinder liner and the piston, which helps the better movement of the piston in the liner. And further, it also used for the corrosion to prevent corrosion.
So first of all, I wouldn't recommend you telling crown of the piston because it's around the circumference area of the piston, right? Where this
The
piston rings are
differential area
fitted.
of the piston.
You should certainly do your research there because key points like this is where the interviewer will catch on to you. Like if you say crown of the piston, they'll say where in the crown of the first piston ring is not there, right? So like this key points is where they latch on to you and start asking many more questions. So I would like you to be careful with all of your statement that you are putting onto your interview. Okay, be careful of your answer.
Okay, so
Can you
say the piston rings are on the circumferential area of a piston.
yeah, because if you say crown means the topmost part.
Topmost part of the
Yeah,
piston, correct?
yeah. So can you tell me the components of a VCRS cycle of a VCRS
Yes.
system? Yeah.
Yes. VCRS system. The components of VCRS system are includes compressor. We have condenser, then a dryer, thermostatic expansion valve, an evaporator, and a sensor bulb which is connected through a capillary tube to the expansion valve. These are the components of VCRS system.
Can you tell me about the refrigerants that we use right now?
Hello, Lakshit. You can hear me?
Can you tell me about the refrigerants that we use right now?
Okay. So you were pleased on okay, I'll see. Yes. So the refrigerant currently used on board ships are in the currently used I'm sorry. So the currently used refrigerant used on board ship are R134A, and they also use R404A and 407A,
Okay, that is
and
fine.
that is
Yeah,
or should I tell about more?
no, those three are enough. If they ask about refrigerant. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. That is, okay, VCRS. Can you tell me the types of pump, classification of
Yes,
pump?
yes. So there are two types of pumps. First, the rotodynamic, and second is a positive displacement pump. For in the rotodynamic, we have a centrifugal pump and an axial pump. In the positive displacement pump, we have two types: a reciprocating type of pump and a rotational types of pump. In reciprocating type of pump, we have the diaphragm pump and a piston plunger pump.
Okay,
And in the rotodynamic type of pump, we have uh, screw pump and gear pump.
you said rotodynamic, no?
I should say rotational. Okay, sorry. As
Rotodynamic
first,
is for centrifugal pump, right?
yes. So a rotational type of pump,
Yeah,
rotational type of positive displacement pump.
yeah. So yeah, okay. Again, work on that. That is one of the basic questions that Rishirana sir asked. You should be absolutely sure on that. And
Okay.
okay, can you tell me about induction motor, working of an
Okay.
induction motor?
Okay. So an induction motor uh, basically converts electrical energy into the mechanical energy, and it basically mechanical energy, and it does the parts of induction motor consist of uh, a casing in which the stator there is a stator which is a stationary part of a motor, and there is a rotor which is a rotating part of the motor. This stator has a winding which are also called as stator winding or stator winding, and this winding are in 120 degree uh, are placed 120 degree
That you
apart.
can tell if when I ask three-phase induction motor. Right now, I'm just asking a general induction motor. No need to mention that. Please continue your answer.
Okay. Okay. So three phase an induction motor consists of a stator winding,
Okay.
and it is on the which is stationary, which is stationary, and the rotor has a field winding. Field. We when we give electricity to the stator winding,
Okay.
it it magnetizes itself, and due to the 120-degree phase, it creates a rotational magnetic field, which through which induces the electromagnetic, which through Faraday's law induce the electromagnetic force on the rotor, and the rotor starts rotating. This is how of an induction motor works.
Okay. Can you tell me what type of motor does a fan use? Your everyday fan uses. What kind of induction motor
Uh,
is that?
our fan is a single
Yeah.
single phase induction motor.
Okay. Okay. We'll move on to your final question. Can you tell me how a motorcycle engine starts?
Okay, so a motorcycle engine, when we turn on the key, it activates the electrical parts which are connected to the battery, and we have a starter motor which is connected to a flywheel. When we when we pick the ignition, when we press the ignition button, the battery, the starter motor takes the current from the battery and uh, uh, provides the fly and rotates the flywheel, until and unless the piston to a specified speed when when to a specified to a specific until a specified speed, and then the ignition takes place in the engine, and as soon as the ignition takes place, the bike engine starts.
Okay, until the engine can run on its own power, right?
Until the engine runs on its own power, then yes, then
Yeah. Okay.
that's work on it.
Okay. So that is the last question for your mock interview. These are the some of the questions that Rishi Rana sir has asked. We have got this question from our testimonial. So first of all, I would
Okay.
like to say that your communication skill, it's not bad. It, I
Yeah,
think it is very good actually. Your non-technical was good, and your communication skill is good. And another thing is, don't be nervous. I think there is a chance
yeah,
that you might know the answer just because you're
yeah.
nervous. You're not able to
I
deliver
was
it properly.
not able to
You're
answer.
not able to tell the key points properly. So for that, I would really recommend you to recite the answers again and again and again, so you'll get a hold of
Yes,
the
yes,
answer. Okay. So because when you are
yeah,
delivering for the first time, obviously you'll miss out on a lot of key points, but if you
correct,
keep
correct.
reciting it over and over again, you'll get a knack for it or an idea of it so that you can deliver it properly to the interviewer. And another
Yes,
thing is, don't be nervous, be confident, be humble towards the interviewer. And again, I
yes.
would recommend you to watch all the mock interviews that has been taken previously in Let's Learn YouTube.
YouTube.
Uh,
I am from last this whole week. I am only focusing on the mock
yeah.
interviews of the
Okay,
wrestling
take
videos
mock
that I'm watching.
interviews, take interview experiences. These Anglo Top 30, there are two of them now. So try referring all of them. All of them mostly are accepted answers by the interviewer, and you should
Yeah,
surely try to refer them. Also, mock interviews, it provide you a base, like how people were before and they got selected right now. So some people
yes,
have been more nervous than you also. So it
yeah, correct.
stands as an inspiration that even after being so nervous, they still passed. Right.
Yeah, correct.
So watch all the mock interviews and how they were corrected, and watch all the interview experiences and see what key points they are telling.
Yeah,
Watch all the Anglo
correct.
top 30 questions. Watch
Yes,
the
yes.
VCRS
I am
video.
watching.
Watch the VCRS video by Gyan. Watch the centrifugal pump video
Yeah,
by Gyan, and also the gear
yeah,
pump videos. Focus more on your electrical side. I think you are a bit weak in that. Your induction motor and your how electricity is generated. These are sure
correct.
questions if Rishi Rana sir is taking your interview. So other than that, I don't
Yes,
see much problem. You have good communication. Make use of that. Okay.
yes, I will meet you then.
Okay. So we'll end the
Yeah.
interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rishi, for Rakshit, for your time.
Yeah.
And if possible, if any, you tomorrow also you will be taking an interview.
Okay. We'll discuss that later. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rakshit.